Hello again, Mike the Vegas Guy here. Thank you for joining me once again as I attempt to rate every buffet in Las Vegas. And today I'm taking you to the MGM Grand for their brunch buffet, the only buffet they have there. And as always, I'm going to start by showing you how to find it, how to get there from the main entrance of the casino, from the hotel lobby, which is also where the parking garage, the ride share is. You're going to head straight down this path through the casino. I'll speed it up. It is a long walk from the check-in. While we're on this walk, you could hit the like button. I get a lot of views, but not a lot of likes. So when you see the Avenue Cafe here at the end, you're going to go left. Go left, go down, follow that pathway on the carpet. If you are a visual, spatial person, you know you're staying to the left. You're staying towards Tropicana Ave, heading toward Las Vegas Boulevard, away from the rear of the building, which is actually where the check-in is. To your right, you'll see the Jabberwocky's Theater. You know you're on the right path. When you see that on your right, the buffet will be just further down here on your right. You'll see the fork in the path there. Just stay to the right. The buffet is going to be just a little further down on your right. And I will flip around and I'll show you briefly how to get there from the other direction from Las Vegas Boulevard. But you'll see here, this is what it looks like. That's the buffet. And now if you are coming from the Strip, come from the pedestrian walkways, you'll enter through this area. You'll recognize that as the, what once upon a time, 30 years ago, was the Wizard of Oz attraction. Now it's the Centrifuge Bar. When you see the sports book on your left, just past that sports book. That's where the buffet is, behind the sports book on your left. So it's to your left when you're entering from Las Vegas Boulevard. It will be on your right when you come from the hotel lobby. Let's eat. We'll talk about the prices later. Come on in. It is a brunch buffet, so here is your carbs, your pancakes, your waffles, your French toast. Looks like there could have been like an omelet station where they'd make omelets for you. They didn't seem to be doing that while I was there. Again, I come late before they closed, 2 o'clock I was there. So here is your fruit, taking up space that once upon a time was valuable real estate at a dinner buffet, and now there's just your yogurts and puddings and fresh fruit and canned fruit as well. A significant portion of the buffet is breakfast food here. This is your standard bacon and eggs, your standard buffet scrambled eggs. Those are never going to be anything special. You've got to add your own salt and pepper, but they're fine. Everything was good. All of the food was better than it looks at this buffet. It's a small buffet. This carving station was excellent. They had a much bigger selection than the sister MGM buffet property, the Luxor, that I reviewed already on this channel. They had brisket. This was very good brisket. The food tasted great. My overall takeaway from this buffet is that the food tasted better than it looked. The selection is not as wide as you might expect from a buffet that costs $40 to go to. But this was my plate, my little keto-friendly breakfast plate. I don't do the carbs. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not going to sample every single item on camera for you. Now, this buffet did have self-service beverages. I was happy to have a zero sugar mellow yellow from the Coke Freestyle machine. Not too shabby. This was cool. Self-service hand washing stations left over from the COVID era, real marble countertops, permanent sinks there. I thought that was pretty cool to actually be able to wash your hands because your hands can get messy at a buffet. What was interesting here, tucked away, this little room you see with extra seating behind this hand washing station, that's the salad bar, folks. This salad bar has Kellogg's cereals as well. Brunch, you know, you gotta have that. If you're a fan of my buffet reviews, you know I love a salad bar, specifically a self-service salad bar. Caesar's Palace. You got to be able to make one yourself. They don't want you to, apparently, over there. This is your standard buffet salad bar that you used to always see at most buffets. Nothing special. You got onions, tomatoes, mushrooms, bacon bits, salad dressings. It's all you need. I loved this salad bar. I made a nice little salad. I'm going to show it to you in a second. I also stole a piece of salmon from another spot in the buffet, which I'll show you coming up. I'm just proud of my salad. You got to have it. Some people say that's how they get you. You fill up on salads and then you don't have enough food. But if you have that plate of meat I had before, you've got to have a salad as well. It's healthy for you. But here's the rest of the buffet. Pizza, the pizza looked very good. Look at that crust. That's more like a New York style crust there. You don't see that at the buffets often. Now here's what I mean about the selection and the food tasting better than it looks. This steam tray, look at that. A steam tray full of meat. It's labeled New York steak with mushrooms and onions. It was delicious. It tasted incredible. People were fighting over this steak. I had to wait a couple times just to get at it. They had refilled it there. It was wonderful food. But look at it. You're looking at it right there. You might not get excited by looking at these images on this video here. The ribs look good on camera as well. Those ribs were, you have some nice spare ribs on any buffet. You're in good hands there. This is what I can't stand. The cold cuts, the cheese, olives, dinner rolls, wasting space, good real estate where there could be more entree items to choose for at a buffet. That's what you get in the post-COVID brunch buffet world we're living in. This is how small their Asian section was, just some orange chicken nuggets, some fried rice. But there's the salmon. That salmon was always picked over like this. People kept going up for it. They must bathe it in butter. I think that was the case with those steaks too. Delicious. This was disappointing. The seafood section is small. Those are peel and eat shrimp, not ready to eat shrimp cocktail. And sushi. Sushi in the seafood section is always a red flag for me. I'm sorry, but a California roll is not seafood. I don't know who needs to hear that out there. But here's my plate. There's that steak piled up with the mushrooms and onions. The mussels here were nothing to write home about. I got to tell you, that steak and that salmon, I could eat that all day. Here's the dessert section. You've got bagels, English muffins, a toaster there you can play with yourself, which is fun. This is your standard old-fashioned Vegas buffet dessert bar. They had some no sugar added pastries here, which was nice. But look, you get a whole piece of pie, a whole piece of cake. If you want an entire croissant or a cinnamon roll, you get the whole thing to yourself. They have muffins. They were reasonably sized muffins, brownies. This is what you expect. I don't like that small bite stuff on individual plates that make it awkward to take back to your table there. And of course we have soft serve ice cream, self-serve soft serve ice cream, and they had actually two different machines, which is rare in the Vegas buffet world. They had this Hawaiian Frost, I guess, I don't know if that's their knockoff version of Dole Whip, and of course your standard chocolate vanilla swirl around the corner here, hiding in the back. Let's talk about the prices and the hours. Here's a tip. 15% discount anytime, as far as my research goes, if you have an MGM rewards card. Any level. They were advertising it over the PA system. It's free to join the rewards club. Get yourself a card. You'll get a 15% discount. I was there on a Saturday afternoon, peak times. After the discount, including the 20% tip, it cost me around $41. Personally, in my opinion, that's a little too much money for this buffet. The food was delicious, but the selection was small. You have to get your own drinks. I think a buffet, and of course, that was after tip. They are charging around $37, $38 before taxes. If this were a $25 buffet, I'd say it's one of the best buffets in town. But if we're talking about this particular price range at an MGM property, come at me in the comments. I like the Luxor buffet better than this. The carving station here was definitely better, but the seafood and other options better over at the Luxor. So you tell me in the comments what you think. Have you been here before? Thanks for hitting the like button, hitting that subscribe button. Thanks to my Patreon supporters. I'm Mike the Vegas Guy. Thanks for watching.